Hello, my name's Anna Bartlett from Shiny Happy Art, and today I want to talk to you about the cool colour wheel. So I'm using a paper plate today because I like to think of my colour wheel like a clock. So of course on a clock you have 12, 6, 3 and 9 o'clock. But where we're going to place our three cool primary colours, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Okay, so when I say cool, obviously red is warm, blue is usually cool, but when you put two cools together, or two blues together, or two reds together, or two yellows together, you can see that one of them will be cooler than the other. So this one here is a warmer yellow, this one a cooler yellow. This one here is a warmer yellow, this one, the Quin Magenta, is a cooler red. Did I just say yellow? I meant to say red, okay? Warmer, cooler. It's a little bit harder when you get to blue, and I would have said that ultramarine blue is cool. However, when you compare it to phthalo blue is more like the water of the Whitsundays, and you've got some watered down version of it there. So in that mind, in my mind, I feel like it's more like water, therefore it is cooler, and it certainly works with the way I want to use these colours. Whereas ultramarine blue is tending more towards purple, so that in my mind makes it more of a warm blue than a cool blue, okay? So for this instance, we're actually going to use phthalo blue as our cool blue. So the way I like to place them on my palette is here at 12 o'clock, I'll put the yellow, so that's the cadmium yellow. Here at 4 o'clock, I'll put my Quin Magenta. And at 8 o'clock over here, which is more like nighttime, we'll put the phthalo blue. Okay, so of course in the middle here we've got a few more numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically here we can put our secondary colours and then our tertiary colours as well. But this is a lovely, lovely colour wheel. I think it's really well worth talking about. So let's mix ourselves an orange, starting with yellow. Now just a little bit of the red. You won't need too much red to turn it into an orange. If you go with equal proportions, you'll find that it just goes too red, because the red is powerful stuff, especially when I'm using these artist quality paints. So here it's a red orange. The way you talk about these colours, if you're talking about the tertiary colours, is to use the primary colour name first. So here I've got orange, here I've got red, this is red orange. Not orange red, red orange. Okay, here I've got yellow orange, because I'm adding just a tiny bit of that red. So it's still an orange, but it's yellow orange. Okay, so we've already done a third of our colour wheel. Now, phthalo blue and magenta make a terrific purple. The blue is the stronger colour in this mix. So you just go light on the blue while you're trying to figure out how to make a nice mid-tone or straight purple. Okay, now that's probably heading towards red. So here I want it to be more blue. Add more blue to the mix. And here I actually do want more red to the mix. So it's a bit of toing and froing sometimes with these sort of mixes, but I definitely want to add more red here and more blue here. Okay, so here I have my cool red, my cool blue, my purple, my red purple and my blue purple. And last but not least is obviously green. Once again, the blue is the strongest combo, or the strongest colour of these two. So I want to go heavier on the yellow and start with that, and then just introduce a little bit of blue at a time, because even with that tiny bit of blue, I've got an obvious green. If I add more yellow, I can do my yellow green, add a lot more blue, and I'll get my blue green. And there you have it. Isn't that, it's so simple, but it's so worth doing. Like, I didn't actually do a sample of a colour wheel for so many years, and then I taught it, and I can only say it's helped so much with my own understanding of colour. So now I'm just, while these are still wet, I'm bringing in some water to just show the watered down version of them. So I've got the solid colour, might need a bit more on the brush there. And these are beautiful artist quality paint. The brands I'm using are Italia, which is an Australian brand, and Golden, which is an American brand. So there's a lot of pigment in them, a little goes a long way. And they're more transparent. If you're using a cheaper brand of paint, you might find that it's not as transparent as these ones that I'm demonstrating here. But you won't know unless you give it a go and do your own sample. Okay, so there's my watery version of that. It's very blue, so I'll add a bit more magenta. Green, blue green, yellow green, and the straight green. And there we have it. This is my version of the cool colour wheel.